Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the pYanodons playthrough. It's your ghostified gamer. Yeah, look at this. The first thing in the bio lab, the bio hub. I'm calling it the bio hub. Is MK2 and MK03. Oh, 300% speed. Ooh, there we go. I was kind of shocked. I'm gonna go with it. It's the same recipe for both, except this, the MK03 has the MK02 as the input. And 89, oh, 89. I wanna wait two more. I wanna get two more. All right, let me show you what we got going on here. Bottleneck crashing. Look at all these stops I have here. Bottleneck crashing. Well, this is the hub. I haven't even started this thing yet. I haven't had to. All right, yeah, let's get started with what I've had to do to fix things. I ran bot speed, the train braking distance, and stack inserter bonuses to test the base, and I come to find out I need silver. And the only way to get this right now is with lead dust, I think it is. Come on. So I just kind of patch this in here for now. And yeah, and we need this silver for the high-tech stuff, you know, the complex circuit board. There's a couple things that we need it for, and I had luckily a ton of silver to make the artificial, I think it's fetal serum or something. And so I had like 2,400 in the bio lab, or the bio hub. So I took it out and threw it in to, what was it? It was for a couple things. Oh, it was the optical fiber. Yeah, the cladding. And so I patched it in here. I've got 400 on the ready. And then down here is where it was, where I originally was getting it from. And I only got 84 here. This is from the, I didn't want to, oh, you know what? Now that I think about it. Oh, no. This is extra tar. And I'm venting the tailings here, which I should pick up. Now I think about it. I could cut a train in over here somewhere, you know. All these trains. And all these inputs. Oh, all these things, you know. Yeah, I have a tailings output here. And it does generate flue gas, you know, which I'm jamming up over here, you know, processing there. And it does create the saline water as well. So we got a lot of stuff coming out of this tar, extra tar. Well, we need extra tar in order to get soot from this process here. This is going way back too, where we had to get the Nexel. It's way back in the beginning of the playthrough, literally within like 10, 20 episodes or so. I used this process to, I think it was tar to tailings, and it chewed up the tailings so fast. Or the tar, so I had no tar left over for anything. I put in a buffer case here just in case the base is running and I'm not consuming the silver, you know, because this is the silver and gold here. Now, I got a bunch of gold here, lots of gold. I limited the case to 1,000 here, but I have a full case here. Well, kinda. And yeah, so the silver ran out because I'm relying on a waste product from syngas, basically, because when the syngas runs, potentially we get, well, you know what? I think if coal goes and not syngas, then we get an extra tar component. Then I get the silver. So, but yeah, I wanted to, you know, kind of buffer or capture the soot because I'm burning off extra here, which I probably don't need anymore. But you know, it's good to have backups of backups, you know. So that's number one. Oh, let's see what I got here. Oh, I got 4. Yeah, I'll just take that one there for an even 10. The MK01 seaweed facility, or seaweed crop facility, takes 10 of the modules. All right, let's go. Let's hop in our train here. And I want to go to, oh wait, here, let's go. Let's see, I went, oh, yeah, wait a minute. Let me see here. That's the silver. So I'm going to delete that one. It's kind of like a checklist. That's why I left it. And we'll head here. I think. No. This one's done. Yeah. So this one is all done. So we're going to go here now. But let's go and look at this. So this is the first one. I upgraded the seaweed crop facility. MK3. So we have 3,000%. And it's the same power. Okay, so it's triple the speed with these modules. And this is what I was talking about. I'm like, man, I can't afford the power for an MKO2 seaweed thing here. So the best answer to that is the higher end modules. As you can see, I've got all of them upgraded in this particular one here. Now I want to move that crop facility over here. I'm gonna fill this lake in, and I'm gonna have to push this over some so I can fit both seaweed crop facilities in one square, because it's kind of a waste of space there. So I'm just going along. I'm trying to upgrade where I can. So this is my motivation to get cracking with the seaweed upgrade. So I need, you know, what is it? I put 90 in, so there's 22. So I'm running that, and I've been meaning to do that. Finally, I got it done. So this is one full belt, red belt, on in. And I like to have the option. I do like this, even though it's one red belt, which basically means that if a train comes here to pick up, it's going to be. But, well, here's the thing. There's all these offsets, right? So I'm collecting them here. When I start seeing this fail, then it means I have to add another crop facility, you know, for example. That's why I want to, you know, I want to do these together. So I have to chop this and move it back to this area here. So this will move back. I could tighten this one up here, move these closer, save some space, and I could definitely fit both in this spot. Now I have this saline water here. That's the only issue, and I can move this somewhere else as well. Wow, look at this. Salt's getting chewed up pretty hard there. That's fine. That's normal. Okay. So that one's done, and I'm gonna leave that there. So we got that. This is the one. That's the one I'm at. This one can go. So I'll delete that one. Yeah, I don't need that stop anymore. All right, now. Phytoplankton. I opted out to doing the phytoplankton for the Zyhifos, and it came back to bite me because I didn't have enough production. So I went ahead and crammed a bunch of these. I had to rework this whole thing and, you know, put some splitters in it or blah blah blah. And now I'm building a phytoplankton. So all these little issues are rearing their ugly heads, you know, because you forget about stuff, you know, like, oh yeah, I got to do that. Well, here's the. This is the bane of my existence. Wow, what is going on here? Something is. Oh, okay, 40. That's why. So here's the other issue with this is this whole thing here is reliant on waste products. We rely on waste products to get things done until we get the next tech. So we're relying on tailings to get, and also Zyhifo, well, the blood here, to get the blue liqueur, which gives us hydrogen peroxide and the, what else? Oh, the etching solution. Now remember this, I said, oh boy, lard. I'm using a lot of lard, and there's another problem I had. Oh my God, I had to fix that. So we're using lard and the iron oxide, which is byproducts from rendering and from other processes. And remember I mentioned last episode, I don't want to use the nitrobenzene and the iron plate recipe. Well, guess what? I have to because I burned through all of the waste products that I had, which the waste from all the processes that generate iron oxide. So I have a stack inserter here, and I limited this to 100 iron oxide. So I have to reverse. I have to take nitrobenzene, which, you know, pretty much is almost all waste products. So I don't know if I have it up here. Yeah, craft. Oh yeah. So let me kick this research off here. Wait a minute. Syngas. Yeah. Okay. Craft. This research I need right now. The coal, well, I don't need it as much anymore because I did a few things, and I'll showcase that. But I want to run this research right now. This is the coal processing stage 3. It allows you to take coal dust and water and create syngas with a little bit of ash output. So this is really nice. It's kind of like, so it's, you know, coal dust is kind of a waste product from our coal processing and other things. So what's great about this is I can get syngas out of the coal dust, and I want that. I'm going to need it. Now we have wood to coal. I don't plan on using that. Coal to coal dust. So now if we need coal dust, we can, you know, do that. You know, it's kind of a nice little backup system, right? Next, biomass gives us methanol and syngas. That's a nice one. I like that one because methanol is kind of a pain. Now, here's another one. If you have too much coal dust from something, you can turn it into ash. So that's kind of nice. And also, when you migrate off of coal power, you're not going to get the ash as much now. So you need something to get ash, right? Well, here you have a way to get coal dust, and here you have a way to get ash from said coal dust. So it's a really nice reduction if you think about it. Well, coal is kind of a byproduct too, but you can easily get it from raw coal, right? So it's not like you have to work really hard to get the coal. Raw coal to, yeah, you can do that whole process where we're doing with our power, you know. So I like that. Activated carbon, light oil, water gives us a ton of syngas and tar. It kicks out the steam, so we get the we can regenerate that, so we don't have to feed it with water constantly. Just seed it with water. So this is a way to get rid of your light oil and turn it into syngas and tar. It's kind of nice. I like my syngas, or my light oil for gasoline, though. Glycerol and water. Okay, so, or is it glycerol? Glycerol and water kicks back steam, so we get ash and syngas for that. Okay, so I think that's another way to... Here's your... That's methanol. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, here's glycerol, liquid nitrogen, gives you hydrogen. In electrolyzers. That's a lot of hydrogen. That is a lot. So that's a good one. Oh, and then I didn't realize this. We got multi-purpose pipes. I am getting these. Look at this. And so we have... It gives us 3. Niobium plate, rubber, plastic bar, and titanium plate. So, you know, it's got a lot of stuff in here. And we get 3, though. Check this one out. 48 max length. And I think the niobium is like 32 or something. We'll take a look. Now we have a way to get benzene from Nexlet plate, aromatics, and steam. That's good. Here's another methane with syngas and nickel. Oh, it gives us flue gas, too. And that's a lot of methane, so I like that one. That's pretty good. And then we have chromite sand, anthracene oil, and sulfuric acid for anthraquone. Ooh, sulfuric acid, anthracene oil, and chromite sand. Now, the chromite sand is easy to get because we can get it from ore processing, you know, chromium. But we do get this as a waste product, and I'm burning that up right now. I'll show you what I'm doing. I had to modify some things in the waste processing area, or collection area. Now the anthraquone, we'll cue this up. Holy cripes. That's huge because this is anthraquone right here. So our tailings, this whole process here, this goes away. Having to use the Zyhafos. See, that's what I'm talking about, is that there's tech that's locked now that we can finally get it, and this whole process becomes a non-issue. Oh dear. Let me take a look at that again. Chromite sand, anthracene oil, and sulfuric acid. So we have anthracene oil. I modified this build. I think I showcased it last time, yeah. There's naphthalene. See, anthracene oil. I've got anthracene oil coming out of my ears. I'm venting it here, and it very, very rarely gets used. So it's a game changer for this process here. So they lock that, you know, make you suffer a little bit and use the waste products to get, you know, your situation. Maybe that's what the whole point is. Use your waste products and suffer, and then you get the good stuff, you know. Oh. Okay, let's go back down here. I was down here. Yeah, this mess over here. So, yeah, so I had to bring in nitrobenzene and the plate to keep this process going. And finally, yeah, finally that's up to 40. It was down to nothing. Now this is going to take a while. This is why, oh, these IFOs are just a pain in my ass. But, oh, the problem was, though, not only did I run out of this stuff and I had to beef it up, but I ran out of the iron oxide. So now I have 12,000. Oh, wow, 12,000 phytoplankton there. So now this is just building up, as you can see. And they're all working now. But, yeah, I had to build that up. Okay, so let's take a look at... I'm going to leave that one up there. I got that one. Oh, yeah, so we'll delete that. I don't need that up anymore. And this one I can delete. We went over that. Okay, let's go over the waste products here. So I had all this rich dust. It's gone. So I had to spaghetti in rich dust. I think it's rich dust to, yeah, rich dust to chromite sand and the iron oxide. As you can see, I got 58 left in here. There's none. Zero. Zilch. So that whole process chewed up the iron oxide. And with that anthracone recipe that we're researching right now, that's going to take care of this problem. So that's fine. That's great. We can use this as a backup process or whatever. So who knows? All right. So now this process here is taking our tailings and it's turning it into coal dust and the rich dust. The rich dust I have spaghettied up here, right up this way, because I wanted to send it down here for later use, because I thought, well, I might pull this out of here and do something else with it later. And, well, it turns out I can do it on site here, which is fine. So I really don't need this all this spaghetti, but this is going to get reworked probably someday. So the chromite sand, I'm burning up. But the problem is that I'm burning up tailings because I don't have enough of these. So hopefully I have enough now where I can reclaim the tailings to rich dust to chromite sand. And what I want is the iron oxide. So I had to rework that a little bit. And the coal dust, I decided, I've been meaning to do this. I cut in a lane here, a train. And this is what I love about LTN, is that I can set up a stop. Here, take this coal dust out of here. I set it to priority 100, I think. Yeah, because I want this out of here first. So the excess coal dust is going to go get consumed here, hopefully. Now, if it doesn't, I might have to do another splitter here, and then I'll do that syngas thing. I may vent the syngas, I don't know, just to keep the process going. All right, so that's that. I'm still building my solar. I'm trying to get that. Oh, yeah, look at all the concrete's gone. I put these houts in here, the MK01 houts, the horizontals, just because I had them sitting around, and I'm like, well, I need the power, you know, so I threw them in here. I'd like to do some hydropower. Kite Calc Part 2. Here it is. And my light bulbs took a crap. Oh, and I'm going to need more iron plate processing. So I'm hoping that we have a better iron plate processing coming up soon. So yeah, iron plate, or Kite Calc Part 2 is here. And I should have probably put it here. Extended this down maybe and put it here. But I was in a hurry and I just want to get it done. I kind of like to just get things done and test. And then I go back and I kind of rework it a little bit based on what I'm seeing. So, yeah, so Kite Calc Part 2, and I'm leaving in the wood to, if I can ever find that thing, here it is right here. I'm leaving this in. As you can see, they're still eating from here. They're still picking up. So I'm leaving that in. Extra wood, extra substrate. I'm okay with that. So I did that, or I left that in. Now, what else did I do? I think that's about it. As far as what I did off screen. See, yeah, look at this. See, this is the moss, and this is what I want to do with the seaweed and the kite calcs. I want to get those all together there. Kite calcs are a good way to get coal dust, but hopefully I won't need to worry about it. And and then casein. Casein is struggling because that's geared towards. Here's the Coral X's here. Here's casein right here. I was actually able to get them in the same spot. Yeah, so the problem here is the casein is factored to PyScience 2 at the old rate. And now pyscience 2 is getting consumed a little, you know, more. So this started to crap the bed here. So the next thing I got to do is Coralexes. All right, so let's go. Okay, is that... Okay, I need that one on. Let's get this out of here for now. And we're going to go back to here. So I'm glad I started working on the biohub now and got the concrete, you know, moved and everything. I kind of had a feeling that was going to have to be first because I haven't done, you know, I've been trying to get the, you know, the complex circuit done, and then I'm like, well, I'm so close to getting the chemical science done, so I wanted to work on that because it was only what the SAM. Well, I wanted to get the SAM and the complex circuit so we could get to level 2 machines. Then we find out, oh, those are a lot of power, so we got to kind of go back and do the mechanical O2s, which I think I've got here. I haven't broken it out any more than what I did last episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut and come back. Now, there's another little trick here with the RoboPorts. Instead of hooking the case to the back of these arithmetics, I go right from the RoboPort, and it will sense the case. Because, you know, if you mouse over the arithmetic combinator, you'll see everything is there, even the case next door. So that's what's nice about this. Now, you still need an arithmetic combinator set to multiply the contents of everything coming from the RoboPort times 1. So you need to multiply that by 1 and then output that. Because this red wire here you need this to be isolated. The connection from the LTN combinator to the lamp, the LTN lamp. Because this LTN combinator will interfere with this LTN combinator. So you got to have you still have to use the arithmetic as a buffer. It's kind of like a buffer signal. Now, I was looking at the Coralexes and level 2. I don't think we could do the level 3 though. Wait a minute. Let me check the level 3. Because I don't know if we can do... Yeah, it's locked. It's red. Yeah, pyscience 3. Yep. Okay. That's fine. I wanted to check it to make sure. So KOR, Coralex 2. And this one is the startup one. And so we're going to need 2 new... I think it's 2 new things. We need the Rena. And then the bedding is going to need Yotoi and dried grad. Okay, and we need a grad too. So we have 2 new plants we're going to spin up to get that bedding. And then we can spin up, we'll have to use the this thing here, the reproductive complex. And then once we get that, we have to, oh boy. Oh, hold up a minute. We can do this one. Oh yeah, we can do it. It's a bioprinter though. Crap. You know what? Hold up a minute now. If it's a 0.5% to get an MkO2, usually they have a breeding, you know, like a different one, where you can take your O2s and make more. Is this one it? No. Oh, here. No, yeah, see, it's this codex. Pluripotent? Because I don't know if you pronounce that I. Pluripotent? I think it's pluripotent stem cells, yeah. And we need the exogenetic, genetic. Yeah, exogenetic gene. Yeah, it's a genetic cells. We take an MkO2 and we create 5. But here's the issue. This thing right here. We need the neural processor for that. So I don't need very many Coralexes to upgrade that particular one. So what's this one involved in? Oh, we could do that. 10K, well, yeah, that's normal. The neural processor we are pretty much there. I mean, we could do this. The only issue is this one right here. Yeah, I mean, we can do it. We can do the neural processor because all we need is the epoxy. And this is what I'm talking about, where the epoxy for the mechanical parts, O2, that's what we're going to do outside of the, you know, we're going to train that around. Because it's going to be a more involved build. Yeah, so we're there. We're there. Now we need this BPA and the ECH. Epichlorohydrin, right. Yeah. Now the BPA isn't too bad. We've done this, phenol, and I have acetone now. I'm inventing it, really. And then we've got this stuff here. This is doable too. So we can do all that. It's just a matter of, you know, building it out, you know. So that so I gotta get a list of things to do. But the Coralex is now, is that a priority? Not really. What I want to do is run research. Now, let's see here. So I think that's about it that I want to talk about as far as future plans and stuff. But yeah, the Coralex is up. Now, as far as how this thing's going to go, I've got a lot of room, you know, and I can also build above here. So I can have a bot network that goes across into another, you know, another section. Same thing with this. So what I plan on doing is keeping this area. I might build above and just kind of lock it up for now. Because, you know, bots, I don't care how far they have to go. As long as this stuff gets done, I can go for a walk and come back and it's, you know, I got 10 instead of, you know, 2 of something, right? So I think I'll build up here for more stuff. But the plan here is to, you know, like do we got the MK04 seaweed that we have to do still. So that would go, you know, maybe up here somewhere. I'd move this roboport down, you know, whatever. Reconfigure some stuff. I can even move these down, you know, it doesn't matter where it goes. But this is the first thing I wanted to hook up because I wanted to get on that. Okay, now let's go through some more research because I want to test some stuff out. I didn't run this one, craft speed, because I'm not handcrafting, but it's there, and I'll run it just to test the base a little bit. I did it one movement speed. I think I did one of these advanced reach ones. The advanced inventory size, this is 675 at 20. So let's go through. I'm not too sure. Oh, biofilm unlocks a lot of stuff here. One of the things that I'm hoping is coming up is better ore processing, because we do have some casting stuff now. And I'm hoping for some better ore processing. And that's going to be kind of a rip of some things. I'm hoping to keep the front end of our current processes and then attach a back end area or, you know, some machinery that's going to help us out later, you know. But let's just go line by line here. So we've got additives. Oh, interesting. Okay. Almac. So we got alchemicals and aromatics for Almac in a wet scrubber. I'm sure we'll figure out what that is. Creslic acid, more excellent plate, phenol, and creosote. Oh, okay. Creslic acid, interesting. Phosphorus pentasulfide. Oh, here is the Creslic acid, aromatics, and we get the Aerofloat. Oh, that looks pretty cool looking, actually. Another wet scrubber. Acid solvent. Iron oxide, see? Sulfuric acid, hydrogen peroxide. That's going to be coming up a lot. But now that we've got that new recipe, it should get a lot easier. Then we get acid solvent. And then we have petroleum sulfonates. Sodium hydroxide, crude oil. Oh, crude oil. Haven't used that. Now the bees can do, I think they process crude oil, actually. We got sulfuric acid, saline water. And then we get petroleum sulfonates in our retisol. Was that? Yeah. Then we got xylanol. Tar to xylanol. Interesting. Oh, wow, that's a big reduction of tar, too. This is xylanol, another xylanol, iron oxide, phenol, and methanol. So we got another option there, and it's a lot more output there. We got phosphoric acid, carbonyl sulfide, methanol gives us, Z38 reagent. Ooh, that sounds crazy. And Armac, 12-D, lead, oleochemicals, ammonia. Holy cripes. Oh, look at this. Phosphine gas, saline water. We get hydrogen chloride, but we get we get phosphoric acid for that. Oh, that's kind of interesting because we're taking the phosphine gas and we're already making phosphoric acid with a pressure furnace, I think. But in this case, we get a few extra things out of there. So, yeah, that's interesting there. Oh, more xylitol. Xylitol. Yeah, benzene and aromatics. Okay, there's waste products. Ammonium chloride. Hydrogen chloride, ammonia. Okay. Was this alanine, nextlet antimony alloy, and nitrobenzene? I like the look of these. The chemical. They're kind of taking the chemical thing, the symbol, and they're making it like a more graphical. Cool. What is this now? Yeah, okay. And then we have another version of that. We're using ammonia and phenol. Okay, and then we've got another xylitol. Xylitol, yeah. Nextlet BTX and steam. Okay, cool. So we'll start that research up there. I'm pretty confident that if the base doesn't run very well, I'm looking for bottlenecks. That's why I'm running this stuff. So we have a good baseline for the next stuff, you know. Oh, what's this? Oh, Arthurians. There we go. One of the mod devs. It's a pen, and we can build it. Cool. Oh, look, it says level 1 secured place to raise Arthurians. Mild animals if not stressed. Okay. Don't stress them out. And here is an Arthurian. So we spin it up with biosample cDNA, good alien sample, which we have, lizard DNA. So now we know King Arthur is a lizard. he's from, and there's this the conspiracy theories that there's lizard people running the world. Let's see, fetal serum and artificial blood, so not too bad. The codex is here. Okay, that's fine. Lizard DNA. Ooh, it uses the chemical science now. All right. And generic Earth data. Okay, and then we've got the caged version. Caged. Again, uncaged, I think. Oh, we get this egg. Oh, look, they need bedding. So bedding is going to become a thing then. Yeah. I remember seeing on Discord, people were like, oh, bedding's such a pain. But I'm looking forward to that. There might be some turd researches for this, too. So we can eat a Vrout cocoon and a cotton gut. Oh, dear. I think I'm good on cotton guts. I really built that up pretty good. I haven't had a problem with it since I rebuilt it. So we get the egg now, and that's in the reproductive. So we gotta give it a Vrout and a cotton gut to get the egg. How is that? I wonder. Huh. The cotton gut with the. I wonder if they're somehow the cocoon and the cotton gut is getting melded together. I don't know. Is the cotton gut mating with the cocoon? I don't get it. Here's the cub. Oh, you're kidding me. We need more automation science. We need it for the chemical science or the nuclear sample. What? We need a logistics science pack and a Are you kidding me? We need automation, logistic, and chemical science plus the Arthurian egg to get Arthurian cubs. A young Arthurian. Well, that's kind of crazy. What? That hurts, man. Here's another version of this. Wait a minute. That's the cub. Arthurian cub plus cotton gut. It must eat the cotton guts in this case. Well, wait a minute. What was this one here? That's the egg. Okay, so then we get the cub from that. Okay, and then the cub eats cotton guts. More cotton guts. And then we render. Now, what do we get for this render? Nothing special. We just get a brain. So maybe I could skip this. I don't know. Unless there's something special that you need these for. You get 2 brains. Oh, King Arthur's got 2 brains, folks. He's smart. Don't mess with him. He's on Jeopardy, put him on Jeopardy. Well, that's kind of an interesting chain, though. Here's the biofilm. Now, a biofilm plus tailings is acid gas, and that is a guaranteed output of acid gas, whereas we have a 30% return, potential 30% return. It's a 30% acid gas, but yeah, I have to look at that again. I think it's 30% acid gas of the tailings we're putting in those little things to get our tailings right now. So this is a little more, yeah, I like this one as far as getting acid gas consistently from our waste products. So I like that. And then the biofilm, lime biomass, basic substrate, and rayon, holy cripes. Lime biomass cellulose, basic substrate 15. I like this one better because it doesn't use substrate, or it doesn't use the rayon, because the rayon was kind of a pain, kinda. This is a good use of our shells from the, what do you call it, the xylophos. Now, if those xylophos get ripped up, then we won't have shells. So that's fine. Lime is then a little easier, I think. Well, it's coke plus limestone in a pressure furnace, I think. So the cellulose not too bad now because we got the chi-calx. The basic substrate maybe not so much because of the chi-calx, so we'll have to see how that goes. But I like the idea of recovering that. Oh, here we go, some level 2 stuff. So now here's where we're going to need the SAM, and ooh, we don't need the mechanical part O2s for this. Good. So we've got, let's go through these here. Microorganism mine, biofactory, gene lab, but it needs a neuroprocessor, which we don't have, but we can work on that eventually. Here's the incubator, neuroprocessor for that. And this is the creature chamber. Oh, neuroprocessor. It'd be nice to have a faster creature chamber when we do spin up things. Slaughterhouse. We can make those. Good. Yeah, because those are slow as it is. And I have to have so many of them. I'm thinking footprint more right now. This one is an atomizer. Neuroprocessor for that. And we've got a bioreactor, which is a neuroprocessor. Oh, here, collector. We can, oh, wow, it needs a neuroprocessor for the flora. And oh, look, research center, MKO2, we need a neuroprocessor for that. But, you know, that's cool that we have a level 2 of this. That helps with the footprint, because now if I put those down, they're going to be faster, and I don't have to worry about, because I was worried, oh my gosh, I'm going to run out of room because I'm going to need more capacity. But I think the mod will scale. As long as you get these things done, as long as you put the MKO2s and you have the power, of course, because the power does scale too. We put those MKO2 power things in and get the better salt outputs and stuff, I think we'll be fine. At least that's my hope. Compost plant needs a neuroprocessor as well. Oh, here we go. Reproductive complex. Need a neuroprocessor. EVA, which we don't have. And then, oh, phytoplankton. This is what I was battling with here. Good, I can build those, so we'll queue that up. 900 there. Boron 2. Oh, okay. So we got the boron trioxide. Oh, wow. We take the boron trioxide and we get dust now. Okay, I'm wondering how that'll work here. Here's the dust. So dust with aluminum plate. Oh, acetone or acetylene. Boron mixture. That's new. Boron mixture, refined gas, hydrogen chloride. We get boron and diborane. Okay, so we use that for the diborane. We use that for making the boric acid. And then now we have boron carbide, coke, and boron trioxide. Boron trioxide. Okay, that's just a new recipe to get boron carbide. And we get a little carbon dioxide out of that. Okay, so I'm sure that'll be coming up later on. And then there's cadaveric arum stage 2. So we can get now this DMS, dimethyl sulfide, and it oh, well, that's interesting. We put 2 cadaveric arums in there, CAs. We'll call them CADs. Put 2 CADs in there. We get the seeds back. That's kind of nice. So it's a nice little regenerative thing. We get this dimethyl sulfide. And then we have to include, oh, interesting. Look at this. We have to have a acid gas build to supply this. So we could do a cadaveric arum or CAD build for acid gas and then feed that to this build and we get the DMS as well. Oh, it's 70 too. So you add the acid gas, you get a little more. And this one here is interesting. Oh, wow. That's if you don't want them back, I guess. I don't know why you'd want this one. Useful but smelly. Okay. Why would you want this one if you're not getting the cadaveric back, the CADs? Instead, it's biomass. And you only get 25. This one you get 70 and you get seeds back. This one is 25. You get the seeds back. So you could do a regenerative and get 25, whereas this one you don't get them back. So what? Unless you want biomass out of it, I don't know. I guess. But you get plenty of biomass from all the other body parts. So here's the cadaveric arum. And this, oh wow, this is a pretty involved one. Ash, sand, fertilizer, cadaveric arum seeds, stone wool, blood meal, which we're making, coal gas, and water. Now it adds the ash, fertilizer, blood meal to this. I think the water's already there, but it looks higher. And we get 10 of that. So that's a good one. Oh, and here's the level 2. So we got sulfur, fertilizer, the cadaveric arum seeds, refined syngas, and acid gas. And then we have a chance to get an MKO2. I looked at this briefly and I cut it out of the video, but I don't remember it. So we got 200 cadaveric arums. Oh, this is pulp. I thought this was kind of interesting. So sulfur plus the MKO2 version plus 500 coal gas. That's insane. And 1,000 water, and you get this cadaveric arum MKO2 pulp. Now, use the pulp plus more sulfur, methanol, and now you get the seeds back, but only 3. Or you get 3 seeds out of that. Oh, that's weird. They come out of... Where do they come from? Then we get the DMS and acid gas. But this is phase 2 seed separation. Okay. And here is a level 2. So we got sulfur, the seeds, 4 seeds, coal bed gas, and outlet gas stage 1. And now we're getting the MK2 out from those seeds, but only 1. Oh, it's a level 2. And we get 50 outlet gas on. This is a very weird one. I don't know what this is about, but hey, we'll kick it off. All right, well, I'm going to test the base here. Now, what I'm going to do in between cuts here, I'm going to get the Mechanical Parts 02 storyboarded. I think we'll start with the epoxy, so I'll cut back in when I get that going. Alright, well, this episode went a little longer. I forgot. I ran it through the editor, and I was like, oh boy, because when I talk about the research, and go through the research and talk about it a little bit, that runs a little long. And then I got my base review stuff, too, on top of it, so... Oh boy, this thing is hungry. Nexlet antimony alloy. Yeah, that's, this is a hungry little sucker. Oh, check out these new pipes, baby! Look at that. I made them. These are the multi-purpose pipes. Check this. This is nuts, man. Bonk. And then we have the niobium ones. And there they are. Look at this. Look at this. Holy moly. Let's see what... Is it... Oh, wow. Oh my god, vanilla pipes are so inferior. Oh my god, these things are awesome. Yeah, so I went ahead and, you know, I went to a couple spots to upgrade the pipes to these. I'm like so happy. Oh, yeah, and then what I'm doing here, I've got gasoline from this tank all the way to this build and now this build. Pretty cool stuff. And any other alloys that I have to do going forward, I'm going to put here. And then I'm going to tie into this copper to give it, you know, a two-way kind of thing. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention in the episode here, and as I was editing, I'm like, oh, crap, I forgot to mention this. I screwed up over here, and I had to spaghetti in a priority for the shells here, because I'm using some of this for lime. So I did a priority splitter here, and then I had to loop back over to here. Oh my god, look at this. This is insane, the amount of production I have going on now. I really need level 2s of these recyclers here, or composters. So yeah, I backed up on shells. And what happened was the lard backed up, right? So the lard couldn't get through, is what happened. So I had no lard. Well, I have this brain to lard stuff here, just in case. Now, you notice I have a ton of brains because we're not using them until we get the vat brains up and running, which we're going to try and get that going once we get the mechanical parts O2. Well, because my lard wasn't getting here to the belt or to the case because the shells were backed up because I didn't realize, oh yeah, the shells are going to back up. Well, yeah, lard went over here to get composted. The brains got used for lard, so I had no brains and no lard, and it shut down the animal sample for logistic science. I was like, no. So I had to kick-start it by coming up here. Oh, and look at this. I got a lard producer here that I used. I'm not using it right now, but this is like a... You can take bones and make lard with steam. I'm like, no way. So I got to remove this stuff, though, because it does take idle power, you know? Everything adds up. So I had to come over here, and I changed the value. It's 400 on these mini loaders, the control. And I made it 4,000, you know? And I ran the bones. And then I'm like, wait. I can take the bones and make lard, because that's what I needed. I needed lard and brains. I loaded up the, I was after lard and brains. And that way I could get that area restocked, basically. I was like, oh my god. But yeah, luckily there's things like this. I love the engine, like using ingenuity and creativity to try and get something going that was once broken. So anyway, oh, and the last thing I want to mention here, next episode, I hope that we can do this, or we should be able to do this. I've been trying to wrap my mind around this mechanical O2, and it's not just mechanical part O2. This we knocked out here. The Nexlet antimony thing. I looked at it here. There's EVA. Now, EVA, we're going to have to do separately as well. And I'm looking at, well, it's not going to be separate. Well, what's tricky is that the EVA requires this, this zinc thing. We've used this before in the making of it's zinc acetate or something. We need this for the circuit board 2, the complex circuit board. That's what I'm trying to think of. We use this in that process. It's buried in there, of course. But EVA is needed for building and other things. This mainly the Nexlet battery here. This Nexlet battery, is that quinone? Oh, weird. Wait a minute. Nexlet battery requires the quinone? Wait a minute. NEXE. I didn't see that. I haven't really looked at that one too much. There it is right there. Oh my gosh, we need anthraquinone. Anthraquinone. Oh, I didn't see that. And we need this Nexlet battery for this control panel O2 or whatever this is. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't realize it has that little light on there. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, we just unlocked that recipe. This one here. Well, thankfully we got this one. And that makes things a little easier. Yeah, we're going to have to do... I don't know. Well, like I said, I'm going to try to do the builds in a whole square here. In a grid. And what I'm trying to do is figure out, well, what should I do outside of the grid, and what I want to do inside the grid. Like, for example, this epoxy we need for other things. Now, if I do it with, like, I was gonna load everything, bring everything in that possible, and I was gonna do this kind of thing here, or this like the hub, because I'm botting this. I don't care. This is just too nuts to not bot. So I could do something like this. Take the hub concept and have trains come in, unload, and then we do mechanical parts O2, we do the Nexlet thing, we do all the things. So that's what I want to do next episode, is get that going. And then up top here, I could do a reverse and one where we're picking up, or I could come over here you know. And I might do the angle down and over to get more building space, you know, in this case, you know, for the mechanical part. And then I could do the same thing here. I could go down at an angle and over, and they have a loading station for all these little parts. Because my main concern is we need these little parts for our hub. And I'd like to, not that, and I'm not going to use the little parts for other processes. It's going to be for mechanical O2. That's it. That's what we're going to focus on right here. Now, like I said, some of these things I want to build in a separate build so I can expand them later on and you know, add to it or whatever. But some of this stuff here, I want to have, we need modules. Modules require control panel O2 and then some other, let's see here. I looked at them just a little while ago. Yeah, here. So we need the control panel MKO2, electronics MKO2, utility box MKO2, and I want to get these productivity modules so we can throw them in the labs. And the way you slow down a lab, because right now we got lab research speed, and that's what's killing me too, is I did that research, so it's chewing up more science, and I'm trying to offset that by building to that. Well, put a productivity module into your lab, and boom, you slow that sucker down, and you get more product for it too. So I want to be able to do this, and then the vat brain and here's the diet beacons too. So maybe we could use the diet beacons along with the vat brain, and then we use the productivity, and we radiate the productivity in our labs and the labs and the science stuff. You know, so that's kind of the plan there. All right, I better shut up because this episode's getting long. But you know, we got one part here. There it is. An excellent antimony alloy. Knocked one out. We got a long way to go. We got the, oh my God, there's so much stuff. And then we can start to work our way into the level 2 power stuff. And then we'll hopefully be able to ripple that through the whole base and upgrade to MKO2 stuff. But I'm going to do them, like I said, I was going to do the bio, go to the bio hub, and I'm going to do MKO2 modules and or MKO3 wherever we can. So then we can upgrade our machines that way, the speed of our machines. So, all right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. A lot of work to do, man. A lot of work. Just so you know, I do go over all the research because there's some users who want to watch that. They want to see all the research that we do in pYanodons here. So a lot of the episodes will be research, maybe a little project, you know, maybe some more research. If I have a bottleneck issue, I want to go over that in the next episodes because I want to show you guys what I'm experiencing with the mod and what I have to fix and all the little issues that I'm having. So that's why I have a little base review as to what I fixed. And I got a couple of them for you next episode already. So, all right, thanks for watching. I'll see you next one. Peace out.